Hello, day 29, penultimate day, big day. Yesterday, pretty good, pretty successful. Got some stuff done with thyself. Got the Humane Tech number 3 event out, announced the speakers, sent an email out to all the past attendees, and everyone signed up for the meetup group. And we've got about 25, I think, signed up, and that's before we've probably announced it. So that's a great base level, and hopefully we'll see the membership go over 300 when it gets announced. I'm probably going to announce it tomorrow. So that's super exciting. And what it means when you actually announce it is that it gets put on meetup.com and can actually be distributed through the meetup.com network. So it will also send an email out to everyone in the meetup group as well. So what I did yesterday was just send out a manual one. So that's exciting for tomorrow. I also started gathering all the user feedback in one place, so I can share with you what that looks like at the moment. So this is a spreadsheet format that I've taken from Intercom. Roughly speaking, they have a few more fields, and it's something that we used at Nickled as well. But these are the kind of the main areas that I want to grab when I'm putting in feedback. So obviously a date, a product. So I'm going to collect all Wholesome Tech Company products within one spreadsheet. Maybe that's not recommended, but I think that's useful because then I can start to pull in insights between products. Source, so this is where I got the feedback from. So here we've got WhatsApp, email, in-person, Twitter, etc. There is a person field that I've hidden here just for data's sake, for privacy reasons. We then have the feedback column. So this was the actual piece of feedback that came in, and then I've basically summarized that into a topic. And the topics are try and be as consistent as possible through the spreadsheet. So you can see that I have some feedback here about there being too many emojis, and then further down here too many emojis as well. And that's useful for something I'm going to show you in a second. And then the type of feedback, whether it's like a bug or a feature that's coming in. So that's what the capture looks like. I haven't set up a form to do this. I'm just going to fill in each line manually. And then the common feedback tab I've got here is just pulling in a count of how many feedbacks based on the topic. So that's why it's important that they are the same where they are, where the comment is the same as well. So we've got, for example, too many emojis is coming up twice, messed up feed order. So these are probably the areas that I should focus on if I want to improve the product initially, yeah, because they are the highest. I mean, it's the feedback count is so low at the moment, but I know that if I fix how many too many emojis there are, then that will reduce, that will help 2 people. So that'd be nice. It starts to give some perspective on the features, so it's good for mapping out the roadmap, etc. So that's the product feedback that I've got. Any product updates yesterday? Oh yeah, so I was working on customizing the emoji wheel, so whether that's removing emoji or by potentially adding them in. So I'm putting together this kind of table format. I think this is going to be the best way of doing it. I did think about some sophisticated way of pulling emojis off the wheel and then into a box or something, and then adding them back in, dragging them from the box to the wheel. But that just seemed a bit overkill for now. There's also, I've had some feedback around labeling the emojis. So the reason for that is people want to be consistently tracking their mood. So if they're unhappy one day and they're unhappy the next day, they want to be using the same emoji for that. So this format would allow someone to add a little data point or a little label to what the emoji represents to them. So it's gonna look like this, and then I'm probably, because there's enough space and there's like 50 emojis right now, so I'm gonna probably do something like that where it's one one set down the left and then one set down the right as well, because we've got enough space for that. I've been toying with different ideas of how to do the show hide. I was thinking like maybe the emoji could be on like a slider, like a toggle where you toggle it on and off. I thought that would be quite clever. Or if the show hide was an icon itself. This is just a checkbox right now. But I think I'm just going to stick with checkboxes. Avoid complicating something which probably doesn't need to be overly complex. And that's the customizing of the emoji wheel. There's actually been some feedback that I got yesterday around the emoji wheel, and people were not too happy with it, I suppose. And that might come from the labeling aspect. So I'm wondering if we add the labels, then perhaps it will be more consistent for people, and then they'll be able to find the emojis that they want. But I think they're almost a little bit fearful of choosing an emoji that is not quite correct, which is an interesting observation. So I've been in two minds whether or not to pre-populate these labels, because emojis do mean such different things for different people. But I think I may, as a test, to see what the feedback is, and if that will be enough to sort of help people that are having trouble locating and finding the right emoji to express themselves. I've got plan B, which is to actually replace this whole emoji wheel completely with another mood wheel that I've discovered and been told about. But I'm going to try this first of all. So that's that. And then on the user count, one person signed up, it looks like. So yeah, 51 users now. Not a big change, but it seems to be moving in the right direction. I know that some people have uninstalled. Some people have removed the app from their Chrome. I've got some reasons why that is, and I've logged that in the product feedback table. But now, I can start pulling out some of this information from the feedback and see where there are common patterns, and then design around those common patterns, and try and reduce any churn that's happening. So that's the updates from me. I added a welcome email yesterday as well. Forgot to mention that. So that's there. Today, what am I looking at? I'm going to be looking at the building out the emoji wheel stuff. And then probably sending an email to a few of the PR people that I reached out to before that haven't got back to me yet. So that's it. Have a great day.